Hey, today the moon goes into Sagittarius following Monday's Scorpio full moon. So we have the shift from the full moon energy, the deep Scorpio energy. It's been a little bit intense for some people. And then now we shift into Sagittarius, where we can start to get a little bit of a bigger picture perspective, start to see things a little bit more clearly, where we're not in the middle of them quite so much. I'm Marina Orms here with your Astro vibe for Tuesday, May 13th. So, Scorpio full moon, bringing up some intense themes, intense energies. The Scorpio sign in the zodiac is the one that takes us very deep into those deeper places of truth within ourselves. It has to do with the unconscious and with what is hidden or not apparent. So we feel things at that deeper Scorpio level, and we have been moving through some of those deeper energies with this Scorpio full moon. So if you've been feeling it, good work. And right, sometimes it feels like, oh my goodness, how can this be this intense? And so if you are experiencing that, I want to just acknowledge that you are doing some very deep work, and the work of being with those uncomfortable feelings and the work of being present with some deeper truths is very powerful and will serve you in the long run. So good work. I know sometimes it's hard. If you have been having a great time with the Scorpio full moon, that is good as well. You might be feeling these energies and really appreciating or valuing the experience of transformation and deeper truths, that deeper place of connection. So, intimacy and like how we can in relationships find that deeper place of trust and honesty, which is again sometimes hard to be real with, but ultimately in the long run really can bring healing and a deeper place of trust and a deeper kind of functionality within a relationship. So not just the surface stuff, right? Not just the ability to get along. That's more Libra. But Scorpio is about where we really need to feel that sense of trust. And if I haven't said it already, Scorpio is really about feelings and how we feel energy, because the way that energy moves is not always something we can understand or put into words or really know what it means. So that brings us to about 1:34 a.m. Pacific time, the moon going into Sagittarius on Tuesday, May 13th. And with that shift following that Scorpio full moon and the moon being in Scorpio, the shift into Sagittarius gives us that bigger picture perspective. It allows us to be able to start to reflect, to understand the deeper meaning, to have more of a perspective on what has been unfolding or moving or healing or just being uncomfortable, and to understand, to be able to maybe tell the story of what you've been feeling and why, to be able to start to talk about it, even if that's just with yourself, and finding the words or finding the clarity or the understanding that can help you make sense of what you've been feeling. So, Sagittarius is the sign of the philosopher. It takes us into that place of bigger picture perspective, ability to see the bigger truth and not just see it, but be able to share it. So, Sagittarius has to do with philosophy, but also teaching, higher education, publishing, broadcasting, all these things that have to do with how we share our story. And so, whether you are publishing or broadcasting or teaching, or whether it's just you processing your feelings and finding that way to tell your story, finding the words to explain what you are discovering about yourself, about your deeper patterns, where the deeper truths are that need to be voiced, the honesty, and maybe what it means in terms of your relationships or your ability to be honest with someone in your life that could benefit from that deeper honesty. So that is what we want to think about with this Sagittarius moon today. And the moon is just starting to wane as we move away from that exact full moon. The moon starts to get smaller again, and so we will go through a process as we get further and further from the full moon, a process of beginning to have more perspective, digesting, integrating, understanding, kind of what we've just been through with that Scorpio energy. So thinking about that as we begin to digest and process. Tomorrow, the moon will oppose Jupiter, really bringing it more clearly into focus in terms of how what we've been through recently affects our beliefs. So thank you so much for being here. I'm Marina Orms, and I've been having some fabulous Scorpio full moon mini readings. I still have some spaces available on Tuesday and Wednesday. So if you are interested in getting a mini reading to help process your own deeper truth and what is coming up for you around this full moon, getting some insight from your chart can help you make sense of it, understand what you're going through, or at least give you that validation that the work you're doing is on the right track, right? So those mini readings are available. If you click to read more under this video, the description for this video has the link to how to book that mini reading and join my member program. If you join as a paid supporter, you get $10 off on your mini reading. So check that out. Thank you so much for being here. Again, Marina Orms, and my website is astrologyheals.com. Thanks for being here and subscribing to this YouTube channel. I'm here every day with astrology for unshakable self-care. I will see you next time.